8 to 10 minutes. The title of his speech is The 21st Century Heist. Ashray works as a consultant in the financial industry, and he has keen professional interest in following and curbing financial crime. In today's speech, he will highlight how criminals run operations in today's world. The 21st Century Heist. Please join me as we welcome Ashray to the 21st.
Kind of tall. Not as tall as some, but I think it takes a bit. See that square? What do you feel? Thank you so much, sir. It's important to open a speech the right way, as Calvin said. The right way, if you're interested in things that I am in, would be to open it with movies. If you're a big fan of movies like I am, you're going to be a big fan of those heist movies, right? The edge of the seat thrillers, the one with those leading protagonists who have witty dialogues, pretty women, fast cars, all at their disposal. That's what keeps you watching those movies. You want to see those movies where those guys get together and they commit a big, huge crime and they end up grabbing a lot of money and running away. You want to watch those because there's a lot of action in those movies. But is that how it happens in the real world? The real world heists are different. Instead of people coming together, you have teams spread all over the world. They come in and they hit multiple locations. It's not like the robbery at the Bellagio or robbery at the neighborhood bank. You don't have one guy sitting on a chair and going, I'm going to hack into that system. You have complex cyber crime happening there where you need to break your way into different computer systems. You have to adopt surgical precision to execute the crime to make it happen. It's not a movie script now, is it? And you need excellent project management skills. It's a huge crime. It's got a lot of money at stake. You gotta have every detail right and planned in there. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and anybody who wants to plan a heist. This is about the 21st century heist. This is about something you must have read in the newspaper a short while ago. This is a crime that happened recently, and this is what happens in the 21st century. When did this happen? This happened with two banks over the course of the last 6 months. The first case was a bank in Saudi Arabia. It was hit on December 22nd, 2012, not more than 6 months from today. 20 countries worldwide, that's the spread of the crime. And a total of 5 million loss was estimated. The criminals went away with $5 million. That, like any good movie, this was successful, and hence it had to have a sequel. The next bank they hit was the same group of criminals acting again on February 19th. But this time the loss was $40 million. That's the scale. How did they do it? First step is a step that is called as unlimited operation. What they do is you go to a Walmart or a grocery store and you buy a gift card or a prepaid card. Now you can buy it for $10, $50, $100, but you have criminals hacking into the bank that owns that card and changing the $100 to a really huge number. It's like 2 cell phone numbers put together, right? So your $100 gift card is now worth that huge number. And you can make any transactions that can sum up to that number. The second step is to get your card duplicated. The same gift card that was hacked into, you have this magnetic strip, you duplicate that and then you spread it all over the world. You duplicate that, you make different cards and you just get blank dummy cards acting like that gift card. Step number 3, rapid ATM withdrawals. That card is now available with people all over the world. They run into ATMs and within a few hours, they've done away with a lot more than just the $100 that the card contained. Now you have a lot of cash. What do? Step 4, you go and launder it. What do you do with $1 million worth in cash? You can't keep it in your bedroom, stashed behind your bed, can you? You spend it on big ticket luxury items. You buy your Rolls Royces, you buy your Gucci clothes, and you buy a lot of Rolexes. That's what you do, you spend it all away. What is the unlimited operation about? That was step 1. You purchase an ordinary gift card, as I said, and then you have someone who breaks into the system that owns the card. And as I said, the $100 gift card is then suddenly worth $1 million, all at your disposal. What do you do in card duplication? As I mentioned, this black magnetic strip is what identifies every card, every debit card, every credit card. There are people who can duplicate the magnetic strip and apply it to dummy cards. That's what they do. They have software that reads off these cards and then duplicates the same thing on dummy cards. That allows you to build as many copies of this card and send it to all those 20 or 25 locations all around the world. So right off the bat, a $100 gift card is now worth millions of dollars and in the hands of people who really don't want to do much good with it. The next step is to start drawing out the money. So in this particular case, people who we shall term as cashiers, whose job is to just run at different ATMs and withdraw cash, they run over to different ATMs in the course of just a few hours. So if you look at the global score of the whole heist, the December 22nd operation resulted in 5 million. The February 19th operation resulted in a loss of $40 million. A across all those 24 countries, we have more details on what happened in New York. On December 22nd, the $5 million that was incurred in losses happened over 704 transactions for $400,000 made over just 2 hours. The second operation was $2.4 million in just over around 10 hours. This is a map of New York, and the dots show us where the different ATMs were that they hit. That's it. Guy goes to the ATM, draws money, goes out to another ATM, draws money from there, does it over and over again over the matter of 10 hours. What do you do with the cash? You can't leave it lying stashed away in your house. You run out, you buy luxury goods, you buy your Rolexes, you buy those fancy cars, and even after that, when you still have those big wads of cash left, you click photographs with it. You want to show off to your friends, don't you? You have those big, huge wads of cash. So that's it. Millions of dollars withdrawn. What do they do now? Is that the end? Well, my friend, someone's always watching. Banks have security monitoring in place at all times. How often do you go to an ATM to withdraw money? How often do you deposit money? How do you deposit? Do you deposit checks? Do you deposit it in cash? That's very important for the bank to know how you do it and when you do it, so that you're not one of these people committing crime. It's safe to say banks are finical about what operations you carry on with your transactions, as well as they should be. They have video cameras recording every customer's activities. They monitor patterns to see your transaction activity is not different from what you should be. If a school teacher starts depositing a $3 million check in his account, that's away from a regular pattern. So in the US, this 8-member gang was trapped because the heist was complete, but not without caring how they went about it. 7 of those members were arrested, but greed got the better of the 8th, and he was found killed in his home. This was a global operation, and people got together to do this all over the world, in fact. And now the US government is working to gather all these people and put them behind bars. So in closing, what do you get? What comes out of all this? This isn't a movie, my friends. This is not meant to inspire you to go out and pull off the next heist. Because as I said, someone's always watching. Like the end of the Hollywood movie, you don't stand at Bellagio and you watch the evening unfold. You'll be standing like them. The bars will be different. Bad question.